So we are going to start weaving today, and this is called a loom. Everybody will have their own. These are reusable, so I don't want you guys writing on these at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a piece of tape, and the tape is where you're going to write your name on, because once you're done and we take off your loom, you can just peel the tape off and it's like restarting, and then somebody else can use it. So I'm going to give you a piece of tape. Your tape goes on the back. It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong way. Just choose a side and that'll be the back of it. I'm going to label it back, which y'all can't really see. And then I want you to write your name on the tape as well. Okay, so you can kind of see I wrote back and then I wrote my name. Then what you're gonna do, you're actually gonna start on the back and you're gonna choose your color string that you would like to start with. And you're gonna tape that string to the back as well. So we should be this spot right here. Okay, so let's flip it to the front. So your string is on the, you're gonna start your string, sorry, on the right side, top right corner. You're gonna go all the way down, put it in that first notch, and then I like to say go to the neighbor's house. Go all the way down. So down, neighbor's house, across, neighbor's house. So the front of your loom should have straight lines, and in a second I'll show you on the back of your loom it should be just dashed lines. Oopsie. Like this. So I'm just hooking it around and filling it all in. Once you get to that last one, you're gonna flip it over to the back. Notice I don't have any strings going across my back anywhere. Keep it again so that that string stays in place. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Okay, you have your string. I'm gonna start, and I'm actually gonna tape one more time to the back, my new string. It's gonna start the same spot as my last one in that corner. So I've got that taped down, and then you're gonna put it in that first notch again. The only part that matters for this, how to start, is you have to start underneath that first string. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna weave under, go over, under, over, under, over, under, over. So I'm just gonna keep going like this all the way across, and I'm gonna pull it through and kind of scooch it to the top. Okay, so I ended underneath that last string. So when I start back going this way, I have to start the opposite. So if I ended under, I have to start over. Okay, so I have to go over that one, under the second one, over, under, and I'm just repeating that pattern over and over again. And I want you guys to fill up as much as you can of your loom. There is a certain way you have to add string. So I'm gonna show you that once I finish this string. Like if you wanted to change color or something like that. Okay, once you get closer to the end of your string, you can either choose a different color or keep going with the same one. I'm just gonna choose the same one. And how you're gonna tie your two ends together, you have to attach them to each other. So there's two different ways you can do it. One way is you can pretend like, kind of like you're first starting out tying your shoes. You're gonna make an X, cross them over, and then make an X and cross them over again. This isn't the best knot, but if some people like to do it this way, that's fine too. You will have these little bunny ears, so what I do is I just cut them off. Like this, just a little bit shorter so you won't be able to tell. I'll show you guys the second way to make a knot is if you put them next to each other. So I'm laying them side by side at the top, and I'm gonna wrap those two strings around my finger and make a hole, and then those two bunny ears go underneath. So I'm kind of just making a knot, but I'm putting them together so that this is the more sturdy knot. This one's not gonna come apart. That first one that I showed you, it's more likely to, just because it's not as strong, but it will work. This second way I showed you is the best way to do it though. So I can always replay that part of the video if you need help. But again, just trim off those little bunny ears, and then you can keep weaving as you go.